so much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Your name and location?
Yeah, my name is D-Man. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, my brother, the Super Falcons lost out on the day they lost to Norway 3-0. If they had played a draw game on that day, or if the coach had found out the pattern they played against the Korean and France, and they had used it on that their first game, by now would have qualified alongside other teams with 4 points. Honestly, it was that first day that they lost. It wasn't the match against France that they lost out. It was the very first match. Imagine them playing first half 3-0 already. And from the second half of the game, the coach realized he had to do what he had to do to salvage the match. If he had done the thing he did in the second half from the beginning of the game, by now would have also qualified 4 points. So as well, like the question you asked, honestly, Thomas, the coach should just go. Let us learn how to do these things by ourselves. For some of the former coach, honestly, all she needs is just little help here and there. Sponsor her, train her abroad. Let it be a project of 2-3 years and bring her back for the next World Cup. She will do better than this current coach.
Okay. Thank you so much. Emeka, I have an update coming through.
For the caller who asked about Martin Depotro's match, of course, he did beat Denis Shapovalov in straight sets at FIFA 3 Championship at Queen's Club in England, winning 7-5, 6-4 to advance to the next round. But top striker, something big is happening in African football. I don't know. I'm sure it's a bit unprecedented as far as Africa is concerned. The executive committee of CAF met this morning, and they decided that to bring in FIFA to come and run African football for the next 6 months, to conduct forensic auditing and help them administer the game for the next 6 months. Lots of issues in CAF lately, and now FIFA will be running African football for the next 6 months. That's the news coming in from Cairo.
But of course, as shameful as it may sound, but that is what our football needs, because a lot of things are not going well administratively when it concerns African football. Shall be doing justice to this more probably tomorrow or in the course of the weekend show to break down and see what has been happening. We thought after the ghost of Issa Hayatou was dragged out, there should be cleansing in football in Africa, but it seems we are going backward more and more. And of course, so sad. Let's go right now, talking African football to the AFCON preview right there. Of course, Group F is where we are at the moment. And of course, we rode to Cairo, of course, 2019 in Egypt, to where a preview of Group F, where the 32nd edition of the African Cup of Nations set to commence on the 21st of June, which happens to be Friday. We take a preview of Group F. Matches of Group F on the 2019 African Cup of Nations will take place from 25th of June to 22nd of July 2019. The group consists of Benin Republic, defending champions Cameroon, Ghana, and Guinea-Bissau. And of course, you would have said all West African countries, but these days, you say Cameroon as Central African. Of course, in the round of 16, the winners of Group F will advance to play the runners-up in Group E. The runners-up of Group F will advance to play the runners-up of Group B, while the third-place team of Group F might advance to play the winners of Group C or Group D. Let's start with the Black Stars of Ghana this afternoon, where the Black Stars of Ghana are considered a favorite going into the second African Cup of Nations to be staged in Egypt. Ghana have won the African Cup of Nations 4 times in 1963, 65, 78, and 1982, bettered by Cameroon and Egypt. As the first winner of the 3 Nations Cup tournament, Ghana obtained the right to permanently hold the trophy in 1978. The Black Stars have qualified for the tournament 22 times in total, finishing as runners-up 5 times, third ones, and fourth 4 times. Thus, Ghana have the most final game appearances at the tournament, with 9 essentially making the final in almost half of its appearances in the tournament. Ghana also holds a record of most consecutive semi-final appearances, with 6 straight between 2008 and 2017. Coincidentally, the Ghanaian national team find themselves in Group F, the same group they were during the qualifier. The coach is Kwesi Appiah. The star players, they have the likes of Abdou Baba Rahman, who plays for Rennes in France, Jonathan Mensah, Columbus Crew in the United States, Thomas Partey, Atletico Madrid, Andrei Ayew from the Battery of Turkey, Christian Atu, Newcastle in England, Asamoah Gyan is back in the team, Turkey, Kayserispor, and Jordan Ayew, Crystal Palace in England. Over now to Cameroon as 5-time winners of the African Cup of Nations in 1984, 1988, 2000, 2002, and 2017. The Cameroon national team, nicknamed Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, are considered contenders for the trophy. The Indomitable Lions have qualified for the tournament 20 times, including 2021 showpiece. They will be hosting that one. They finished third and fourth place once each in the tournament in 1972 and 1992 respectively. Cameroon have 9 semi-final appearances, including the years they finished fourth, third, runners-up, and champions. The team finished as runners-up twice in 1986 and 2008. The team, who are confirmed host of the 2021 quizzes, is managed by former Milan and Deportivo La Coruña coach Clarence Seedorf. In August 2018, Seedorf became the 36th manager of the team since 1965. He's also assisted by none other by Patrick Kluivert. Star players, you have Andre Onana, Ajax Amsterdam is the goalkeeper, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, PSG, and of course, Carl Toko Kambi plays for Villarreal of Spain. And to Benin Republic, we go the scorers of Benin Republic to be hoping to better their AFCON record after finishing at the group stages in all 3 previous appearances in 2004, 2008, and 2010. The team is coached by former Ivory Coast and Guinea manager Michel Dsuya. The star players, they have Junior Salomon, Plateau United in Nigeria, Don't Laugh Friday, Khaled Adenon Amiens of France, Stéphane Sessegnon, Club Beligi of Turkey, and Steve Mounier, Huddersfield in England. And of course, they also have Guinea-Bissau, nicknamed the Jotos. Guinea-Bissau national football team is tagged as one of the underdog going into the AFCON finals in Egypt, with no glamorous AFCON record to show for except in 2017 group finish. However, the Jotos progressed into the finals as winners of Group K during qualifiers. The Jotos are ranked 118 in FIFA rankings, will be making their second appearance at the Mondial. The head coach for the side is Basiru Kande. Star players, they have Tony Silva, Al Ittihad, Alexandra. They are forgetting Marcelo Jallo of Fulham, Mamadou Tankara Pele of AS Monaco right there. Reliance, let me start with you. You've seen the list of the teams: Ghana, Cameroon, Benin Republic, all there. Who are your favorites to qualifying from this group?
Quickly, Top Striker, I think I will go with Ghana and Cameroon, irrespective of the fact that we should be expecting upset in this particular tournament. And then also considering Ben is somewhat right there with a coach who seems to have been in the continent of Africa more and more since he took up his first job at African continent, coaching the Guinean national team in September 2002. I wouldn't really, pick them as the favorite to qualify. Talking about the first 2 teams out of that group to qualify, it still have to be Cameroon and Ghana. We know that Ghana is a heavy favorite of one of those teams to win AFCON 2019 right there in Egypt. And even Cameroon themselves, you would even want to look at the record they've set so far in this particular tournament. It's easy for you to pick them as favorite teams, to qualify out of that group. The other teams, talking about Benin Republic as well as Guinea-Bissau, it's more like just come up, complete the team, you understand, or complete the group, so to speak.
So you're giving Ghana and Cameroon?
I'm giving it to Ghana.
If you're
going to
give a team for third best place, which team will that be?
It should be Benin Republic. Reason being, because of the coach. Like I said, he has been around African continent for a while. He coached Guinea some times ago. He took them to quarterfinal finish in 2004. He had a second spell again with Guinea. I think he coached Ivory Coast at some point, in this particular tournament, talking about AFCON. And then he couldn't continue with the job because he failed to qualify them to the quarterfinal. So I'll call Benin Republic rather as the third best team.
Emeka, what about you? Who are your favorites to qualify from this group?
I will go with the traditional teams: Cameroon, Ghana, perennial campaigns.
No minding the fact that Seedorf is no experience when it comes to African football.
No, it doesn't matter. He has a good team. Even though some of the big name players did not make it to the African squad this time around, but Cameroon are traditional campaigners. Anytime, any day, you expect them to at least qualify from the group. They are the defending champions. Let's not forget.
Majority of the players, they are not around
Egypt in the final last time. Doesn't matter. They have a way of bringing in players, who can also hold their own. The highest man is there,
Andre Onana.
in goal for them, very solid. Cameroon have produced great goalkeepers
Choupo-Moting
in the past,
is there.
So I think they will qualify, at least make it out of that group first, themselves and Ghana, and just like Lions, maybe the Republic can still sneak in as one of the best teams right there.
Just coming in as a breaking news this afternoon, Luis Enrique has stepped down as manager of Spain and will be replaced by assistant coach Robert Moreno. And of course, Luis Enrique.
Where is he heading to?
We don't know for now, Emeka. You have messages coming to Relance?
No, not really.
And of course,
it looks like he's going back to Barcelona.
Barcelona? You didn't need him there?
Most likely. Valverde might just be on his way out, as a matter of fact.
And of course...
And we hear Neymar could be on his way back to Barcelona as well.
Okay, yes, of course. They say they are trying to work that one out right there. One player has to go, demand for one player to also be in the deal. And right now...
It could be Umtiti or Rakitic. We hear
is out.
We hear they will also bring 5 white cows, 7 hens, 3 golden rings, and what have you. In addition to
what are you doing here?
Player.
Talking sports. On Twitter, Professor Resident says, I also think Cameroon versus New Zealand will end in a draw or 1-0 margin for either side. Falcons have 50% chance of going through. He also went on to say my best option will be Scotland versus Argentina. A draw in that match will open the door for the Super Falcons, right? Then of course permutations and lottery of locks, right there. Everybody is trying to see the chances where the Super Falcons can sneak in and qualify for the round of 16. But what shall the profit amount to qualify for the round of 16 and meet Germany in the round of 16? We don't know what that's going to be. Emeka, should we just go back home?
No. Let's. We have to wait until the other groups
and go and defend again.
Doesn't matter. Who says we cannot get a breakaway opportunity and eventually beat Germany. Prior to the 2011 World Cup, we played a friendly match with Germany in 2010, November 2010 or so. They beat us 8-0. We were drawn in the same group with them at the World Cup. They managed only 1-0. You understand?
The same thing repeated itself. It goes to nothing is friendly. Let's go to the phone lines and hear what the callers have to say. Of course, I've just told you right now that Luis Enrique has stepped down as coach of Spain.
That goal, but Smart
scored again.
They took their lead. So they lead by 2-1 against England.
Okay, Milan?
Yeah, there's a message here in our photo coming in from Morrison from Port Harcourt. He says, I am somewhat disappointed that your analysts don't seem to agree that the South African athlete is being used as a guinea pig. Secondly, how can one of you say that because she has options and has won practically everything, she could retire? Is he saying that because one has become so rich, he should stop working to make more money?
Even don't go to see the money.
Okay, we have further messages coming through on our SMS spot. So just like, okay, this is coming in from Okereke and he says, either way, Eve is wrong. Once in time with exceptional athletes. Should Messi or Ronaldo play with one leg or both start seconds after others? This is her time. Coming in from Okereke.
Well, that's a different scenario.
I don't think it's different. A child who thinks faster than other children in class. Should that child not be in the same class with that?
No, but in this case, we are talking about your testosterone level. Now, testosterone is the male hormone.
Exactly.
And you have the quantity that qualifies you to be a man, whereas you're a woman.
We try to go into this.
It's an undue advantage. It's natural as it were, but it's not her fault. So but I think it gives her an undue advantage. Now, little wonder that she's performing the way she's performing.
What I keep saying, Tosreka, is there is no standard. There's no universally accepted standard of fairness. Whatever you decide as fair in Nigeria,
exactly.
It's not seen like that in Germany.
Exactly. You play by the rules.
Let's take 1 or 2 calls before calling to wrap on this part of the program. Keep the calls coming through. It's 0817 000951 and 0810 951 0817 000951 and 0810 951 Enyimba are currently losing 2 goals to 1. The same case that happened in their last round of 64 matches. They took the first goal, they equalized, and Rock also came back to give them the 2-1 lead before Enyimba eventually ran out 3-1 winners in that encounter. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Your name and location, please.
From Port Harcourt.
Please keep it short and simple. Let's hear from you quickly.
I want to talk about Falcons. I think at this point, I don't see them from that group, so that's my take.
You don't see them qualifying from that group?
Yeah, I don't see them coming out from that group. But they try their best. I think so. They try their best. So let's accept this referee decision. So
okay.
I think it's a new FIFA rule. So let's take it like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Emeka. But if we decide to go for another coach, are we not going to start from scratch again?
No,
quickly?
No, we're not going to bring entirely new players. The players are there. Deneby did not come in with new players. These are players
philosophy
that have been in the system.
might take a while for the players to adjust to.
It doesn't appear as if there's anything new in terms of philosophy or playing style of this team since he came in. It's still the same old same. And at the end of the day, bringing a new coach, the coach will work with the current crop of players. All you need to do is to tweak your tactics and formation and see how you can get the best out of these players and maybe go for fresher legs, as it were.
Well, of course, it's a wrap on the show this afternoon. Many thanks to Emeka Diana, to Reliance, who put this package together. If not for anything, at least for your heart, to do some sports that comes out tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Bye-bye and stay blessed.
Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good afternoon, and here is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Ifemi Andrew. The Chief of Army Staff, Tukur Buratai, has berated Nigerian soldiers for allegedly failing to curb Boko Haram and other security challenges that have dogged the country for so many years. Buratai accused soldiers of displaying a poor commitment to defend the country in almost every task they had been assigned, a situation he described as unfortunate and responsible for sparse promotion in the military rank and file. Buratai's comment came as Nigerian soldiers and commanders were being killed in the Boko Haram war, which has now entered the 10th year. At least 2 lieutenant colonels have lost their lives to Boko Haram ambush over the past 1 month, with at least 50 soldiers also killed and even more missing in action within the same time. As President Muhammadu Buhari faces calls to sack his military chiefs for their alleged incompetence in the face of worsening insecurity, Buratai has come out to blame soldiers on the front lines for the Boko Haram scourge, alleging widespread dereliction of duty amongst soldiers. It would be recalled that last August, Buratai also tackled military commanders and soldiers in the Boko Haram war, accusing them of cowardice and abandoning their positions in the face of Boko Haram firepower, an act he said should ordinarily demand court-martial of suspected personnel. And it is now more than 6 months since the popular Port Harcourt Fruit Garden Market was gutted by fire. The River State government had relocated traders to a temporary site pending the completion of the proposed new market after the governor had assisted the traders with about 145 million naira. Correspondent of Frida Lerichi, who visited the market to fill the pulse of the traders, report that traders of the market are unhappy over the delay of the contractors in completing the market. Some of the traders who pleaded anonymity said the governor had promised them 6 months to relocate traders to the newly built market, but however wondered what is causing the delay. Another anonymous respondent also appealed to the state governor to charge the contractors to hasten up, adding that the temporary site is not conducive for them.
To tell the governor to tell the contractors, speak on behalf of the Fruit Garden, to tell the contractor to hasten up the job so that we can go in. You can see we are under the sun, under rain and sun. Okay, with that, yeah. The place is not conducive to everybody. That's why we are outside there. The government give us time of 6 months, but we have proceeded more than 6 months, and they are begging to do something so that we can go into this new place. And we are using this means to thank him as a governor to hasten up the job so that we can go in and start our business.
Okay.
On his part, the chairman of the fruit garden market, Fubara Matthew, appealed to the traders to remain calm, adding that the newly built market is at its completion phase.
Appealing to them that they should keep calm. They should be calm. The market women that are complaining. They should be calm. We are going there. The governor will not say that we should not go there. We will go there. I know that we will go there, and we will go. That the governor know what he's doing. We will complete. Let them be calm now. The building that is making is an international standard. Very marvelous, very fine. Yes. I really thank the governor for his gesture for us. He is really trying. And we don't want to go. I know that he knows what he's doing. And appealing to him that he should make it a complete so that we will go there. But we don't have any stress right now. Okay. We thank God for even where we are. Yes, people are coming in very well, even more than that place before we come. People are coming in. We have our customers, their food, they are coming in, buying our food.
It would be recalled that the Port Harcourt Fruit Garden Market was gutted with fire in September 2018, with goods and properties worth millions of naira destroyed. And the leadership of National Youth Council of Nigeria and River State have described as timely the planned security summit by Today FM. Spokesman of NYCN in the state, Modupo Adokeye, in an interview with our correspondent, said the summit would not only provide direction, but would also help to salvage the negative effects of insecurity in the state. Adokeye, while expressing concern over the level of insecurity in River State, encouraged Today FM organization not to end the summit at the table of discussion, but to go ahead and create opportunities for youth participation and engagement.
The security situation in River State and indeed in Niger Delta is not encouraging. As youth leaders, we are looking for partners who will be at the forefront to campaign for peace with us. And what Today FM is doing in initiating this security summit, I think it's an idea that has come at the right time, given the level of insecurity we are facing in River State and its environs. Today FM, I think, have initiated this program to salvage the situation so that our young ones will not lose their life meaninglessly. So I want to encourage and appreciate the management of Today FM for this initiative and to make sure that this initiative does not just end at the table of discussion. They should come up with opportunities for youth leaders to participate and make suggestions on how best we can provide solutions to the lingering security situation in River State and in Niger Delta.
And now, Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha has inaugurated the interim management committee for the 27 local government areas of the state. According to a statement by the governor's chief press secretary, Chibike Onyeoku, the appointment takes immediate effect. It will be recalled that Ihedioha had earlier suspended all elected chairmen and councillors in line with the recommendations of the House of Assembly. Meanwhile, also in Imo State, 3 lawmakers elected on the platform of the All Progressives Grand Alliance have defected to the People's Democratic Party, claiming that their defection would enable them serve their constituents better. Following their defections, APGA now has just 1 seat in the Imo State House of Assembly. And the Jigawa State Independent Electoral Commission has fixed Saturday, June 29 for the conduct of local government elections in the 27 councils of the state. The GCEC chairman, Mohammed Ahmed, who made the disclosure in an interview with newsmen in Duse at the state capital, said that all the necessary arrangements had been put in place for the upcoming local council election. He further dispelled misgivings by some section of the public that the local government election might not hold, assuring every eligible voter in Jigawa State that the election will take place. And on the foreign scene, Egypt has lashed out at the United Nations for politicizing the death of the country's first democratically elected president, Mohamed Morsi. This came after the UN called for an investigation following Morsi's death during a court appearance this week. In a statement, Egyptian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed Hafiz condemned the suggestion, insisting it was a case of natural death. The family of the former leader, who had been in custody since his removal in the 2013 military coup, have long raised concerns over his treatment in prison. They also said that the authorities refused a request for him to be buried in his hometown and instead laid him to rest in eastern Cairo, reportedly under tight security. That's it on the news update. Thank you for your time. Stay tuned.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
The situation is critical. The issues are diverse.
You see, courtesan, in quote, is the surname of all other criminality. But this year, courtesan has a new child known as banditry.
I'm sure you are aware that the 6th Division of Nigeria Army is court-martialing some of its officers for being involved in kidnapping.
There is a consciousness that is going on that if you're into this thing, you become a supreme being.
The whole criminality we are seeing, especially as they occur in River State, they revolve around culture.
So what if you are volunteering information to an accomplice?
In seeking a solution, the Today FM Anti-Cultism Summit comes up on the 6th of July, time 9 a.m. Keynote speakers are Amalpu Senibo Bobo Sophie Brown, Professor Chief Andrew Efemini, Retired Colonel Owunda, Professor Austin Sadu, and Ken Henshaw of We the People. Also on the table will be representatives of stakeholders and the various organs of influence that can help deal with the stemming tide of cultism. Keep the date, 6th of July 2019, 9 a.m. Let's fight cultism together.
Hi, Mommy.
Hello, my love. Missing me already?
Yes, Mommy. When are you coming?
Aw, next week, darling. And I'll be bringing delicious meals for you and all your friends.
Okay, Mommy. I can't wait to see you. Love you.
Love you too.
She says she's bringing food next week.
All of you, keep quiet. Oh yeah, fetch my water now. I can't be late for assembly.
Yes, SP.
Tunde, you're exempted.
Good taste creates great memories. Relive the memory of delicious meals cooked with Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes. Available in multiple variants. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes are available at your nearest market or superstore. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes, creating delightful memories.
I'm T-Wendy calling from Imo State.
My name is White calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John calling from Obaka.
Shamaka calling from Abia.
This is Toya calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial, why not take advantage
Showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your bank?
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt, or our city office, 21 Orobon Crescent, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
Hey, you want to speed drive? Come on, go to the racetrack. You want to smoke? Not on the steering wheel. You want to drink alcohol? Don't do it on wheels. Go to a bar and don't drive afterwards. Seat belts are not for fancy. They're there to save your life. Know your traffic rules and obey them because they are for your own good. Drive with care because life is dear.
Some people will carry human head in their boots and they will not search them because they are collecting bribe.
When they go collect salary, then go say government need to pay them break. All these taxi drivers safe. They don't even get papers. Even driver's license safe, they no get.
Hey, you back there. Hold on there.
Their cars are in bad shape, very, very bad shape. They have no ethics of driving. That is why they will continue to bribe so that they can have their way.
I go shoot you now. I go shoot you. Headlight, you no get. Side mirror, you no get. Motor way to carry animal. Now you take put for road to carry human being. You don't even wind the motor when rain they fall. You no get conscience at all. Take, you be number 15. You be number 5. More than no forget on a number.
Let's allow them do their job. Do not obstruct justice by giving or taking bribe. Avail yourself a check. Even you, Oga driver, stop reckless driving and always update your papers. This information
is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM,
voice of the people.
Officer, give me change. Now 1,000 I give you.
You also say, don't worry. This government.
For that station, John.
Don't worry.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are.
Your number 1 talk radio station, 95.1 FM.
All stand, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir!
Okay, now what we go use S for it? Okay, carry your paper. Carry your paper. Fem for my class. People of this world, them plenty. The sins of this people, many, so many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. Multiplier. The answer you get now waiting, they make poor man they cry. The answer you get now waiting, they make rich man they mess and leaders they lie. The answer you get now waiting, they make young boys and girls join party gang. Answer you get now waiting, they make innocent man rot inside the jail. Get it, and then agree to grant and bail. Get it, oh. Everybody, oh yeah, oh, join Jagbajantis, make we solve mathematics. We did about our continent, so Oyinbo say about mass, we go use takes of mathematics. So follow Jagbajantis. So ya carry by be for brotherhood.
Love your neighbor as yourself,
Oh, for objectivity.
Be objective,
D for democracy. Now M for modification
of our behavior, let's down to the same behavior.
A, accountability.
If you've been a chop money, I beg you
take them easy. S for solidarity.
Not every time divided, oh my shell.
We enter new millennium. Nigerians like 120 million. One population of 6 billion.
6 billion.
Divide that 1 by 120 million altogether. Oh yeah.
Altogether.
The answer you get now waiting, they make people they jar. Come on for Niger. Answer you get now waiting, they make people want travel. By hook or by crook. The answer you get now waiting, they make people they sleep for embassy, for visa. Answer you get now waiting, they make people they sell them property for ticket. Get it. Then they travel, see. Get it. Oh, hey. Everybody, oh yeah,
join Jagbajantis, we solve mathematics.
We did about our continent, so Oyinbo say about mass, we go use takes
of mathematics. So follow Jagbajantis.
So ya carry by be for brotherhood.
Love your neighbor as yourself,
Oh, for object.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now, make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore.
As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
Yeah! The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
right, it is 18 minutes past 4 o'clock. I'd love to welcome you to another edition of the Platform on Radio here on Today 95.1 FM, your premium talk radio station. My name is Ifeemi Andrew, your regular host, and I will be giving you insight into some of the news reports making the rounds. So the Platform on Radio is a program where we come to dissect trending issues with correspondent reports alongside it. Our correspondents are out there and they are sourcing reports from the field. And on the program, we are going to take their reports and also get them to give us more details just so we get to hear what might not be in the news. On the menu for today, unknown gunmen terrorizing East-West Road hijack 18-seater commercial bus with 14 passengers and driver along a daily access in Emoha local government area of East-West Road. Also, traders of popular Port Harcourt Fruit Garden Market gutted by fire, unhappy over delay in completion of new market 6 months after the incident. So we start with the kidnap story now. According to the reports reaching us, reports suggest that unknown gunmen terrorizing the East-West Road have hijacked an 18-seater commercial bus with 14 passengers and the driver along the Indele axis of the road in Emoha local government area. Now, our correspondent gathered that the suspected kidnappers diverted all the passengers, including the drivers of private and commercial vehicles that were returning from Lagos to Port Harcourt. That was around last night during the operation. A source also confirmed the attack to our correspondent and said that the vehicle was later removed by the police patrol team who were mounting surveillance around that area from the scene since the incident occurred. The police is yet to confirm, even as our correspondents are making frantic efforts to get in touch with the company of some of those transport commercial bus that was hijacked by the assailants. So we'll speak with Uchendu Ejawo. He would be giving us more details on this particular situation. Meanwhile, we'd like to know what you think. How did we get here? How come it has now become so possible for criminals to operate so brazenly, sometimes for long periods, and you don't get the intervention from security personnel? You'd be expecting that it would take a longer period of time for the kidnappers to be able to move almost over 14 people, including other people who might, be stuck on traffic, the vehicles that they might have moved at that time. And the fact that we have checkpoints on that road, it shouldn't be very difficult for the police to get that information and be there in time, at least to get on the trail of these people. But that wasn't the case. We don't know why it happened the way it happened, but they were taken away, and that is where we are now. So how do you think citizens can, on their own part, help in curbing these crimes? Are there alternative solutions, bearing in mind that the established security outfits have somewhat failed us? We're talking about how people now prefer to call on vigilante groups, like in the situation of Ikore local government. See what's happening there. So how can citizens even help? What should be done and what can be done? That's the question we're asking now. We'll try to get in touch with Uchendu Ejawo. I would like you to send your text messages to 0701 933 9962. While we'll try to get in touch with Uchendu, let me also bring this to your knowledge. It is no more news, the situation of the fruit garden market. It was gutted by fire. It's been 6 months since that happened, and the River State government, in its own wisdom, had to relocate traders to a temporary site pending the completion of the proposed new site for the market, after the governor had assisted the traders with about 145 million naira. Now, according to what we have here, it says that Our correspondent, Frida Alerechi, visited the market to feel the pulse of the traders, and she reported that traders at the market are unhappy over the delay of the contractors in completing the market. Some of the traders who pleaded anonymity said the governor had promised them 6 months to relocate traders to the newly built market, but however, wondered what is causing the delay. Another anonymous respondent also appealed to the governor to charge the contractors to hasten up, adding that the temporary site is not conducive for them.
To tell the governor to tell the contractors, speak on behalf of the food garden, to tell the contractor to hasten up the job so that we can go in. You can see we are under the sun, under rain and sun. Okay, with that, yeah. The place is not conducive to everybody. That's why we are outside there. The governor give us time of 6 months, but we have proceeded more than 6 months, and they are begging to do something so that we can go into the new place. And we are using this means to thank him as a governor to hasten up the job so that we can go in and start our business.
On his part, the chairman as well, Fubara Matthew, is the chairman of the fruit garden market. He's also appealed with the traders and he's asking them to remain calm. And he also added that the newly built market is at its completion phase.
I'm appealing to them that they should keep calm. They should be calm. The market women that are complaining. They should be calm. We are going there. The governor will not say that we should not go there. We will go there. I know that we will go there. And we will go there. That the governor knows what he's doing. He will complete. Let them be calm now. The building that he's making is an international standard. Very marvelous, very fine. Yes. I really thank the governor for his gesture for us. He's really trying. And we don't want to go. I know that he knows what he's doing. And appealing to him that he should make this a complete so that we will go there. But we don't have any stress right now. Okay. Thank God for even where we are. Yes, people are coming in very well, even more than that place before we come. People are coming in. We have our customers, their food, they are coming in, buying our goods.
So it would be recalled that the Port Harcourt Fruit Garden Market was gutted with fire in September 2018. Goods and properties worth millions of naira were destroyed. So how do you think the executive can help fast-track the completion of projects in good time? Owing to the fact that, yes, the work is already been on for a while. What would be taking the contractors this long to complete the projects? Those are some of the questions that we have for you to answer. So, yes, the East-West Road situation, are we seeing a return to the heightened level? We all know that lately there's been a drastic reduction, at least in the level of kidnap along the East-West Road. But with this development and other ones that we've heard, is this pointing towards a direction of kidnapping taking its toll again in Rivers State? Well, let's find out from you and know what you think. We have a lot of questions that needs to be answered, especially from security agencies who are supposed to be manning that road, and the fact that what happened and we haven't gotten a confirmation or a statement from the police yet is also something to be worried about. 0817-00000951 and 0810-951-0951. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Gift, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, my brother.
Go ahead.
Concerning the market, the traders, at times, Andrew, I don't even know where to start from. We know markets in River State that were gutted by fire. Up to date, more than how many years, it has not seen the light of the day. I don't know if you've been to that market. Go and check out the type of work that is going on there. So just like what the Fubara pointed out, I'm telling you, my own, I did not visit, but I watched the video on AIT. It is just finishing touches that is remaining there. And you are complaining, shouting. If the man refuses to do anything, you cannot even force him. But because of he has the mind for this very fruit garden market, he decided to tell them 6 months. I don't know if there's anything that is causing this delay, but I pray that the finishing touches should be in a few days, weeks, and months, so that they will go back to their various stores. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have our correspondent, Frida Alerechi, with us in the studio. She would be giving us more information with regards to the situation of the fruit garden market. Frida, good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Andrew.
Yes, so the traders are saying that they want to get back to the market. You saw the work going on in the market. From what you saw, how soon do you think the traders can get back to their market?
Okay, from what I saw, if the contractors are fast, within 3 months or 2 months, because like 85% done, it's a very big market, looking like international standard. I think I must commend the government for that, the governor for that.
Okay, and in the new site they are located in now,
temporary site.
Yes, temporary site. What is the situation like? Because we heard most of them complaining about the place not being comfortable and conducive for them.
I know it's a normal site, but you can't compare that to market. It's an open place where even rain falls, sun shines, it always obstruct their businesses. So I think that's why they are complaining.
Okay, so in other words, they're saying that they want to go back to the new site, the new market, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And for the contractors, any information coming out of them with regards to why the delay?
No. I try to reach them, more effort to abortive.
Okay, thank you very much, Frida, for that information.
Okay, thank you.
We'll take a very short break. When we return, we'll go back to the phone lines to hear what you have to say. The situation is critical. The issues are diverse.
You see, courtesan in quote is the surname of all other criminalities. But this year, courtesan has a new child known as banditry.
I'm sure you are aware that the 6th Division of Nigeria Army is court-martialing some of its officers for being involved in kidnapping.
There is a consciousness that is going on that if you are into this thing, you become a supreme being.
The whole criminality we are seeing, especially as they occur in Rivers State, they revolve around culture.
So what if you are volunteering information to an accomplice?
In seeking a solution, the Today FM Anti-Cultism Summit comes up on the 6th of July, time 9 a.m. Keynote speakers are Amalpu Senibo Bobo Sophie Brown, Professor Chief Andrew Efemini, Retired Colonel Owunda, Professor Austin Sadu, and Ken Henshaw of We the People. Also on the table will be representatives of stakeholders and the various organs of influence that can help deal with the stemming tide of cultism. Keep the date, 6th of July 2019, 9 a.m. Let's fight cultism together. Welcome back. Let's go back to the phone lines and hear what your thoughts are. Still the platform on radio. Hello, Today95.1 FM. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
You're welcome. What's your name,
Can you hear
please?
me?
Yes, we can hear you. What's your name?
My name is George. George. I'm calling from Emwa local government.
Okay, go ahead, George.
I want to talk about the incident that took place in Emwa local government within the axis of East-West Road. See, I have said it I have been saying all these things, that the boys who are terrorizing the people of Emwa local government, giving a bad signal to my own LGA where I am coming from, I think they should have a rating. What I'm saying is that because I also call on those people not deploying people for them within the East-West Road for them to be taking money. Like the police officer, as you are going there, you'll be seeing them from one place. If you go to Doha Junction, Brother Junction, they are there. You come to close to the council, they are there. Before you get to Rumuji, you see how many check-in points within that place. Their responsibility is not for them to secure life and property. They are taking money from the motorists. Motorists have become a victim. Not even looking at what the taxpayers' money is being for them to secure people. That is motorists that is coming within that axis. I think they should make sure that they employ good, reputable police officer who are ready to work, because I think that all these boys cannot empower them if they are really doing their work effectively and efficient. So please, I am calling on Rumuji Police DPO. I think he's there. He's seeing what is happening. Even when Rumuji was fighting, he did not even send his men from them to go and make sure that they stop all the crises there. So what is happening within his domain? Is he happy with that? I urge Anand Omoni to tell his people, in the people that is within that place, that they should make sure that they create a good name for MOA local government, because I don't want it to be hearing that MOA local government is a local government that everybody will be thinking that is how they are. So please, I am calling on the security agency for them to make sure that wherever the hoodlums they have kidnapped those passengers within there, they should make sure they deal with those boys.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Andrew.
Yes, you're welcome.
ID,
go ahead.
Nnamdi Omoni, wherever you are, hear me very clearly. I know you are to protect the image of the police. Yesterday, there was a call from Undele, reporting to Nigerian Info what is happening. Nnamdi Omoni, you told us that there is nothing happening in that road.
When did this happen? When did he say that?
Yesterday.
He said that, but you said you called a radio station. So if you called a radio station, how did he respond?
No. Somebody from Undele, Ebere,
called a radio station.
He called the radio station.
So how did you then hear the reply of the police PRO? That's what I'm asking, because you said he said nothing is happening on that road. So how did you get his reply?
Listen now, don't waste my credit. When the call goes to Nigerian Info, the lady that was moderating the show called the police PRO, and the police PRO said they have deployed their men and the road is free.
What's the name of the lady? The name of the lady?
Anna. Anna was presiding the show when the call came in. I heard it very clear. And the message related to the Nigerian police, River State. And Nnamdi Omoni said the road is clear, that there is nothing happening in that road. That their men are there and the road is clear. That is what Nnamdi Omoni heard me very clearly. I'm saying it to you. This is I'm quoting you now. That is what you said. Now we're hearing that passengers are being kidnapped. And we are having so many checkpoints on that road. No motor. Irrespective of the fact that there are a lot of kidnapping in that road. No motor set by the police that is patrolling that road for the safety of the passengers. Just for the fact that we have that Ostak is able to apprehend 11 of them. What are the rest of the police? Nothing. And we are the ones suffering, bearing the brunt, suffering from all this. And the police are there. If you are moving from Abua now to Port Harcourt now, you pay 100 naira, not less than.
Hello.
And these people continue collecting this money, leaving the safety of the passengers on the road.
Okay.
Please, the SARS squad that at that Rumoji Junction go into the bush in search of these people. And the one at that Klabare Junction, what do they call that name? The name of this place. They should go in search of these people. Because they have the APC is with you people there, the Amotanga. I don't know what the Amotanga is doing there. Please, wake up to your responsibility.
All right, thank you.
Again,
Thank you very much. All right, let's try to get in touch with Uchendu Ejowo so that we can find out more details about the situation. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. have our correspondent Uchendu Ojowo live with us via telephone. Uchendu, you're welcome. Good evening.
Good evening, Andrew.
So yes, what can you tell us about the situation at the East-West Road around the MOI axis where the kidnap incident happened late last night?
The police public relation office of River State Police Command just confirmed to us that such incidents happened. But the number of victims that have been reported is not actually the number that they have on record, because when the incident happened, they tried to reach out to the company, the private commercial bus company, not look through that they had only 3 passengers plus the driver who they now said are the victims of the kidnap. So
that's the information from the transport company.
No, that is the public relations officer said that is the information from the company. So
to the police, okay.
We are going to. I think we are going to take their own report. Actually, they are saying only the driver and 4 persons we are loaded from Lagos to Port Harcourt. Let's give it to them that what they are telling us is as the actual figure. So contrary to the number of persons, because the initial report we have was that there were 18 passengers and some dropped along the way, remaining 15 of them. 14, including the driver, who happens to be the victim. But now that the River State Police Command is confirming that there are only 4, including the driver, that is the situation. But the vehicle has been recovered. The kidnappers did not allow the vehicle. The vehicle has been recovered and taken to the police station, while security has been involved in that area to ensure the unconditional release of those.
Did we get any information from the police with regards to getting pre-information, or did the police mention their men swinging into action, perhaps as a result of the checkpoints around those areas, or perhaps the police division that covered that area? Did they say anything about getting information that there was this issue going on? Because we had a caller on the show recently who just called and said that yesterday it was one of the radio stations here in Port Harcourt City, and a lady was on air, and somebody called and said that kind of an incident was happening, and that the lady said that the Nnamdi Oboni, the police PRO, said that they sent their men there, but that the road is peaceful and there is no issue. So was any of such confirmations made by the police when you had an interview with them?
He only confirmed that police has been beefed up, security has been beefed up in that area to ensure that those kidnapped are being released. He did not confirm whether there was any such incident before the kidnapped incident that we are reporting now, where people complain, and he confirmed that security has been beefed up. But Andrew, I can confirm to you that day before yesterday, around 8 a.m., the hoodlums close to a checkpoint within between Ezdepo and Romoji blocked the way.
The road, yes. I'm talking about 8 a.m.
Around 8 a.m., yes. That was on day before yesterday, that was on Monday. Such an incident happened, but with that, we did not know whether the security, the police command actually sent their men.
What did the police? What did the police say about checkpoints on that road that are still not able to at least create some kind of delay or intervention in the case of crime being perpetrated along the road? Because most of the times we hear these crimes happen, and we don't yet get to hear that these checkpoints that are on the road, had an encounter with these guys who are perpetrating this act.
Andrew, what we used to hear every time that we have beefed up security, that all the checkpoints are being entered and this. In fact, this time such incidents happen, we reporters observe that more checkpoints is being created. Where I don't know how powerful are those checkpoints and what. But for this interview we have with the public relations officer, he did not mention anything concerning the checkpoints. The checkpoints, whether they will dismantle them or they will increase. for the purpose of the interview we just conducted with him. He didn't mention, maybe it will be part of our next line of report to see. Know what they actually did concerning the checkpoint.
Has he also said anything about perhaps the kidnappers making contact with any of the family members of the victims?
No. He said the whereabouts of those victims have remained unknown, which means the kidnappers have not made any contact with the family members or anybody for now. According to him, he said their whereabouts has remained unknown. If they had made any contact, they would have known their whereabouts. But he said their whereabouts has remained unknown. That is the situation so far.
Okay, thank you very much, Uchendu, for the details there.
Thank you, Andrew.
Right, we heard from our correspondent, and yes, a day before yesterday, 8 a.m., road was blocked close to a checkpoint, and many asked the questions, what really must have happened that must have delayed the intervention of the officers who were manning that checkpoint? That's a huge question. With all the checkpoints around the East-West Road, how do we still have this issue happen and we don't get to see timely intervention? Most of the times, we only get to get intervention after the situation and the perpetrators of the crime might have left the scene long enough. Let's get back to our phone lines and hear what you think about this development. 081700000951 and 0810951091. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good afternoon, or good evening, rather.
Andrew.
Lawson, you're welcome. How's Yenegua?
Yes, it's fine. Yenegua is okay. Look, it's a security issue, especially that road, especially that MOA and especially between MOA and Ingele. That's where the problem is. I wonder what kind of people. Yeah, now, when you look at it, it's strange, really, that the amount of checkpoints, and then these boys, when they operate, at least it's not an immediate operation. It's an operation that would maybe take some time. Now, even if police is not able to, like right now, they are taking the victim into the bush. Now, there are indigents there. They found there. The police is now coming, looking for them. I can tell you that those indigents inside that place farming, they know where they are. Why is it that nobody is not coming up with information? You understand? I'm giving the police information. Because all of the crime, when we talk of insecurity and all that, it's not one man's business. It's not mainly the police. The police also need information. They are right now in that bush. And once they take, they quickly abandon the car and take them into the bush. Now, that bush is owned by someone. You understand? It's owned by someone. People move around. The farmers, I said earlier, if you go there and then you just pass in, maybe you stop and then try to buy something or all that, and then just ask little things, they tell you. They even tell you that they know those camps. They take them to their camps. Those camps are not in the mood. You understand? So the indigents here, they know where those camps are. Why are they not letting the police know where those camps are? So that the police don't believe in this idea where police will just wait and then when they take, that's where police will come and begin to search. No. Why is the police not going to those camps?
Critical question, Lawson. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening to Today 95.1 FM.
Yeah, good evening.
You're welcome. Your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Chris O'Chris. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah. There is a very good information, and what is happening now is I listen to the police or information minister, and there is something I need to ask. Every time this our police information will always tell us that they are on top of the situation. They are almost there. At least, what is happening? For example, now, where I am now, for over 30 minutes or 1 hour, no patrol motor have passed there. So why would hoodlums take over the place? We are the men on the ground. Every time he continue telling us we are on ground. We are recruiting. We are almost there. Keep calm. Now he's sending the villagers to go back to their village where there is fire on the mountain. Is he telling them go back? Whereby no security there. People that have made their way out where the thing did not happen to them. You say telling them, and the man that is telling them to go back, if you mistakenly now he's on his hotel room telling you go back. They are no mercy. Everything we are in control. We are this. We are there in control. And you heard it from the boys still went back there to the checking point. The police people established and leave. You are telling me to go back my brothers and my mother that they have find their way to the town. You are asking them, giving them information to go back, whereby there is no man on ground to protect them. You are asking me to go back to the village again. Who sees that I remain? And the Lord is telling you people should go and point. Let him come and stand in front and go and point to the place. Who is this sending to go to police where they are camping?
All right, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris. Hello to the 95.1 FM.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome. Good evening.
Yes, Andrew. My name is Ahusi Chima.
Okay.
Now, Andrew, I am from Emoha. Now, Andrew, when you take the rate of checkpoint from Emoha just after Choba Bridge, going to Rumuji, near my community, Rumodogo, now you will find more than these checkpoints that are mounted in this road. But yet, we have series of kidnapping in that road. It's quite unfortunate. Now, the people who were sent, the police, who were supposed to be there to patrol the place, are just in one place, trying to extort money from unsuspected public. When you pass there, any commercial boss that pass there, they collect money. You understand? So they have loose concentration. The protections of life and property have been sacrificed in the altar of extortion. That is what is going on in that road. You understand? Looking at what happened. Now, we have said consistently, we have advocated that all the police in that checkpoint should be changed. Let them bring the police from Borno to this place. You understand? Because the people, I see collaboration. Honestly, yes, I see collaboration. Because when you look at the checkpoint that is there, you begin to imagine how can these boys, how were they able to be able to block the road and kidnap people? Yes, we have the police people. It's quite unfortunate, honestly.
Thank you very much. Hello to the 95.1 FM. That was Chima venting out his own thoughts. So what are your own thoughts on the situation on the East West Road at the moment? Hello, good evening to the 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Hello.
You're welcome. Good evening.
Yes, this is Comrade Kenneth.
All right, Kenneth.
Andrew.
Yes.
Police. You remember an incident that happened in a community called Colombo in Tana local government some last month ago. This was the same how the police image maker came on air and told us that it was only 5 persons that was killed and that the police is patrolling in that community day and night. Forgetting that I happen to come from that particular community where we lost over 40-something lives to 50 people. And he came out to tell us it was only 5 people that was killed. I was following on the morning program yesterday when that Mr. Ibere called from Mundili. And instantly, the lady called the police PRO. He said everything is under control. Their men have been deployed to that place. For how long will we continue like this? For how long would the police image maker keep on giving us false information? He that is supposed to give us rightful and lively information for people to work on is the one giving us false information. Is that how police supposed to work? I know he's doing his work as a police image maker. But for once, before he should come out in the public to say so, he should be sure of what he's saying. He told us yesterday that everything is under control. Today we are hearing over 40-something people. Andrew, I don't know if you have used that road. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Have you used that road?
Yes, of course.
Now, the primary responsibility of those police at that checkpoint was to do what? To protect life and property. Check every vehicle and incoming vehicle and outgoing vehicle. But what they are busy doing on every checkpoint we have in River State is busy collecting 100 naira. And when you told them, they will tell you what to teach me my job, they'll bring you down. I have been arrested some years back when I told the police officer, What he's doing is wrong. They took me to Paul police station at Paul in Gokana. And I was released by the DCO. How long will these people continue this? If they don't stop this, I don't know. I am even suspecting that this so-called police checkpoint, they are working with these boys. You can't tell me that there's a checkpoint here, and just before the checkpoint, there's a robbery incident going on, and the police will not respond. Please, Nnamdi Moni should wake up from his sleep and stop telling us all these fat lie that they want us to be believing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, Today 95.1 FM. Good evening.
Good evening, Andrew.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you. This is Sam.
Hello.
Hello, this is Samson.
Okay, Samson, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, Nigerian police have come to a dog that has eaten the bone that was on the neck. They are collaborators and they are suspects. If I were the villagers, I would vacate them from that argument. Let them go back to their barracks and enjoy the 100 naira they are collecting there. In fact, I'm just tired of the whole system. Every day by day, they keep calling police on the radio. Every day by day, every day by day, every day by day. And they are not doing anything. You see them boldly collecting 100 naira as if they don't do it in the north anyway, because the tax that they couldn't collect in this southeast, they are collecting this tax through the stationing on the main road. Let them go on. One day will be one day. They will all drop their uniform and they are gone and get away from the barracks. They are human beings like us, and we are watching them.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
You're welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. This is John from Alu.
Okay, John.
Yeah, this issue on insecurity in MOA, it has become a recurrent detriment. It's an issue we have discussed, yet all the plans and actions that have been put in place to see that peace return to that environment have become ineffective. And sometimes I wondered if there are humans in those communities where these issues are happening. If there are men, there are elders, there are paramount rulers, there are how they call them CDC chairmen and the rest of them. Yet, because it seems as if it's becoming a lucrative business to the inhabitants of that environment, because there are no ways one would say that these persons committed these heinous crimes are foreigners living in that environment. There are people whom I believe those living within that environment knew them. And they are only relying on calling on security personnel to come and fight. And if the security personnel went on a raid now, maybe carry out a mass arrest, people will also cry that you are invading our people, you are making our community becoming unbearable. So what my only contribution in this matter now is, I think there's a need to reorient the people living within that environment. They need you, the media houses, to conscientize every individual living in that environment on the need for them to see crime does not pay. Those communities today are becoming deserts. No business excelling within that environment. They started within the community, but now they are not longer yielding any profit. They are now considered the east-west roads to become a lucrative business. And a time shall come within that east-west roads, nobody will pass in it. And what gain will it be to them? And the people committing these crimes are not foreigners. They are not people coming far away from another community. There are people living within those communities in that environment. So they should wake up from their slumbers in terms of conscience, and see how they can actually talk to their youth, talk to their boys, talk to their children, and for them to abandon this crime, they are found that they are considered to be very lucrative. That is not my position. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, let's get on now to our last caller on the show. You have a minute to make your point. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Andrew.
You're welcome.
This is Stella West.
All right.
Information. You're talking about information. Who are you going to pass the information to? Is it the police? It's not that people cannot give police information. So how safe are they? give police the information, they review the information, and those boys come after you and take your life. So when we talk about giving out police information, it is not a difficult issue. Somebody can give out information, even by phone call or by text, or you can pass information. But how are you safe? So I think that is a problem of information, and this problem, if police can be a kind of very disciplined organization, when you give the information, it's tight. They are not going to reveal it. I think those boys can be rounded up anytime. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Straight to the point. And that's how we wrap things up on the platform today. It's been a production of our news department, and Emmanuel Okoro put today's editions together. And tomorrow we'll do it again, same time, same frequency. Until then, my name remains Ifeemi Andrew. Stay safe and stay out of trouble.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
This is Today 95.1 FM. To copy this tune, press 9.
This is Today 95.1 FM.
For current news and information, press 5.
They are politicians, all of them. They know what they do.
So they know how they attack each other.
To stay connected all day, press 1.
The person who raised the alarm is the one who made the public know about it.
Good afternoon and welcome to the World News on your Premium Talk Radio station.
We are your Premium Talk Radio station. Today 95.1 FM, the station with a unique dial.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of Bits and Pieces on your Premium Talk and News Radio, Today 95.1 FM. I am Ifeemi Andrew. In Oyo State, a man identified as Paul Afolabi is reported to have appeared before a federal high court in Ibadan for allegedly obtaining property under false pretense. Afolabi, who allegedly operated under the name William Sharon, was arraigned on 4 counts bordering on obtaining property under false pretense. Reports say the suspect was arrested by operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, who received an intelligence report alleging that Afolabi and his accomplices were members of a syndicate formed to dupe people on the internet. The suspect and his accomplices were accused of using fake information to obtain iTunes gift cards and Amazon cards from foreigners. And in Lagos, a 26-year-old panel beater identified as Ahmed Lawal is reported to have been remanded in prison custody for allegedly robbing 2 men of their vehicles. Ahmed Lawal, who is facing a 4-count charge bordering on conspiracy and robbery, reportedly armed himself with a triple-barreled locally made gun and robbed Onuoga and Chuku of their cars worth 6.3 million naira. The prosecuting officer, Sergeant Chekwebe Oke, told the court that the defendant, alongside his accomplices yet to be apprehended, committed the crime at Sabo Market in Okokomaiko area of the state. Oke alleged that the incident followed after the defendant deliberately hit his victim's Toyota Highlander worth 4.5 million and a Toyota Sienna valued at 1.8 million with a stolen commercial minibus. When the complainants got down to check their damaged vehicles, Lawal and his accomplices attacked them and snatched the vehicles from them at gunpoint. In her ruling, the magistrate ordered that Lawal be remanded in Kirikiri prison and his case file duplicated and sent to the Directorate of Public Prosecutions for advice. And elsewhere, a middle-aged woman is reported to have fled her home after allegedly using a hot pressing iron on her 10-year-old stepson. Reports say that Salde Kuti committed the crime after torturing the 10-year-old for spilling a groundnut oil on the floor. Saudi allegedly burnt the boy's face with the hot pressing iron after she discovered that Ezekiel had filled the bottle of oil with water in order to conceal his mistake for fear of being beaten. Narrating the incident, the victim revealed how his stepmother became furious when she came back and discovered the mixture of oil and water. The 10-year-old told our correspondent that when the pain was too much for him, he fled the home. The Basic 4 people who noted that he had been experiencing constant beating by his stepmother before the incident also revealed that she had done a similar thing to one of his siblings in the past by pouring hot water on her. However, the family has been on the lookout for the woman and has urged anyone with information on her whereabouts to contact the police. And now in Thailand, a video game addict is reported to have been accused of trying to poison his family members for unplugging the Wi-Fi to stop him from playing his game.
Reports said that the incident followed after 29-year-old Sak Dwajan returned home drunk and started playing games at high volume on his smartphone while his parents were about to sleep. The noise from the game was said to have attracted his 52-year-old stepfather, who got out of bed and switched off the Wi-Fi to prevent further disturbance. But the action got the pair involved in an argument, which almost degenerated into a fight, which made the duo return to their room, with the 52-year-old thinking all was over. Reports said Dwajan's 51-year-old mother discovered lethal pesticide floating on the water inside the family's well, and next morning, when she went to fetch some water for cooking, following the discovery, the woman revealed that she had seen her son putting an unknown substance on their jar the previous night, and now the 29-year-old ignored her and went to his room when she asked what he was doing. Also, Dwajan later confessed to how he had put the poison in the family's water because he was still aggrieved after being prevented from playing his video game. And that concludes today's edition of Bits and Pieces, produced by Sasongo Stella of the News Department. Thank you for your time. Until tomorrow, do have a lovely evening. Bye-bye for now.
Insecurity has become a common factor in our general language within the Nigerian space, no doubt. Not only has it become a threat, it has begun taking diverse dimension we cannot ignore, where cultism spreads and breeds evil in its every wake. A solution we seek, a desire to stop the trend is imminent. And as your number one talk station, we have taken the challenge to champion this discourse and prefer solutions. Join us at our Anti-Cultism Summit on the 6th of July at 9 a.m. Be part of the solution.
The situation is critical. The issues are diverse.
You see, courtesan in quote is the surname of all other criminalities. But this year, courtesan has a new child known as banditry.
I'm sure you are aware that the 6th Division of Nigeria Army is court-martialing some of its officers for being involved in kidnapping.
There is a consciousness that is going on that if you are into this thing, you become a supreme being.
The whole criminality we are seeing, especially as they occur in Rivers State, they revolve around culture.
So what if you are volunteering information to an accomplice?
In seeking a solution, the Today FM Anti-Cultism Summit comes up on the 6th of July, time 9 a.m. Keynote speakers are Amalpu Senibo Bobo Sophie Brown, Professor Chief Andrew Efemini, Retired Colonel Owunda, Professor Austin Sadu, and Ken Henshaw of We the People. Also on the table will be representatives of stakeholders and the various organs of influence that can help deal with the stemming tide of cultism. Keep the date, 6th of July 2019, 9 a.m. Let's fight cultism together.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Are you in search of a place to do all your audio recordings? From jingle, documentaries, church messages, and lots more.
Are you in search of a platform to give your business maximum exposure? Look no further. Come advertise with Today FM. With our unbeatable reach, we'll give your business the boost it so dearly needs. Visit us now at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt.
Owie.
All right, Simba, good evening. Inside this evening time, don't reach where you don't care about this. Sit down, put on top today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. And like I tell you, say you never see no miss another happen, say you never hear no also miss another happen about Bago there. Now he they keep all of us. This life of the so my brother man, my sister woman is short, well, even shorter, past short the cadet. Now sure bank an appointment where every man and every woman go keep. Nobody's being turn, nobody's being time, and you know fit jump and pass. But sin now be the cost of this death, Jesus Christ. Now be the only cure. Make you carry your life, make you give Baba God there, because any life without outside Christ, it is full of crisis. I still remember humble self as a one of today 95.1 FM. Pastor talking drum, the Lord of the mic. Goodbye, and your button on the studio.
Before drunk say, you know, sir, I be one send recharge card to this man yesterday, but this thing the iPad being go off. So I beg, innocent, I beg. You say your number na 936 FM 9364. I beg, send your name and WhatsApp, your name and phone number to our WhatsApp so that I can send you your recharge card for yesterday. Honey, more refired and no fix.
Nigeria,
All right, good evening. Inside this evening, don't enter aeroplane. We enter aeroplane for Omagua Airport. And then see, they look us now with the move straight, ahead to Hong Kong. Hong Kong. That means we are going to start in a Chinese format.
Come down, see.
Nah, something they smell them. They are armpit, they know they wash them. That's it. If you watch, most times they will call open handle like this. You can do So now as they do that, their hand like they want fight.
They know they spray something for the armpit.
Armpit go come ooze. I see ooze. You go here. It is not part of the film.
No, baby, film.
No, smell.
May I on issue for you?
That's smell.
One issue.
On make I feel myself here now. So now we don't enter Hong Kong. So if you call us today, you must give us your Chinese tongue. You're going to greet us in Chinese. So as you greet us in Chinese, then you go put mouth inside the matter. What would the summer you this evening? Yes, we are going to Hong Kong. No, don't worry yourself. If you greet us in Chinese, we are going to reply you in Chinese also. Then as you greet us finish in Chinese, you go come put mouth inside the matter. Wait for grant this evening. This one a Hong Kong leader. Hong Kong leader. He say this Hong Kong man leader carry a lamb. Carry lamb. Carry lamb.
I don't say they come put be in a lamb now.
Who want to chop this lamb? Is it Jesus?
You mean no go put
can't chop this type of lamb. Even if you carry and give Muslim people when they use those salad, they no go reject them. So, but carry, he said the leader of Hong Kong don't apologize for an extradition bill that sparked mass protests. Acknowledging that it is now unlikely it will pass. So millions have taken to the streets against the proposal, which would allow extradition of mainland China. So protesters come. In fact, to summarize this matter, the woman they want to do something for inside Hong Kong. So people come outside, come protest, say like they don't want the thing. And the woman, like president, come outside, come apologize. Give the people, say, okay, she did sorry for this particular thing where they want to so. Say they don't go do them again. Even where she come talk, say that this thing, say this in her speech, she promised that this bill would not be revived until people's fears are addressed.
They tell you now.
So that means they suspend everything because the people talk say they don't want. She even come outside, come apologize, give these people, say, say this thing, it go day like that until they don't address the people. So I can't ask, this kind of thing happen for this we country Nigeria. We say maybe presidents won't do something, the people go come protest against that thing. Then the president will come outside, come apologize, say my people, I'm sorry for this, for wanting to do this thing like this.
Without your
since you understand, since I don't want time, okay, we suspend it until we don't address all the things where or they maybe complain when I don't raise concerning this thing. Our leaders, they go fit do this kind of thing for this country. That is one aspect of the matter. The second, which action where you don't take before, or something where you don't do before, where you later maybe regret, or later you go apologize, or you apologize, give the person say, for this thing when I do, I'm sorry, forgive me. So you go tell us one action, one thing where you don't do before, where you say you apologize for, and our leaders go fit apologize to us for like this for this kind of thing. We say maybe they take one law and we will not like as masses we protest.
You just stay face.
Then you understand they will come outside, come apologize, give us. But meanwhile, remember, say your today's greeting is coming in Hong Kong. That Chinese form. You greet us in Chinese and we will answer you in Chinese before you now put mouth on top of the matter. Okay, 0817 00 951 and 0810 951 951. Text message and WhatsApp. I don't know how to take greet for Chinese, but just type it Chin Chan Chun
No miss for you.
It's double. That's when you have double order.
Yeah. You know when something hits you at the same time, three different smell hits you, combination hit you for us.
Surprisingly, you can't contain it. You just have to express yourself. Yeah, that's it. In Igbo, it means say, now, watch out. You understand? So that the phone line be that 0 for a text message and WhatsApp 070-1933-9962. Okay, Mokwe test iPhone line. People on the call. Hello, good evening. No, this man is big. No, gonna be this.
Now
it's going to be this. Interpret with it. We go speak Ogoni.
This one interpret. Now China is speak, no be Chinese.
Carry Ogoni enter here. Does this person look like a Barule? Now Barule has you. Speak when you speak Chinese, we will interpret. He don't hear that. No, welcome. What's your name? Where they call us from? All right, Destiny. Good evening. Welcome.
I beg. I know say that because of Nigerian energy bring this matter. And you know all this lady is used for you. And another word.
Okay.
For you as they gather to somebody go for no can tell you say, hey, now people gather. So come say na Bayelsa. So come say them from Saudi Arabia. So come say them pay them to come gather. So come just like that. So no even get leader to come say they want listen to you come to talk and say them go tell you say sorry. Who won't tell you sorry for this country?
Child.
Country where this Akbonko country like this.
Akbonko. This man not finish Nigeria not Akbonko. Hey, that's it. Which one be your own? Your personal own? Which one? What you don't do before we make you where you later apologize?
The group where I lead. One certain time like that, I take action. One no say, as I seek opinion from it, something like say, you know what, allow me. The things I not do anything as I define the opinion or their ideas. Now I can't take the decision for my own. Along the line, the decision where I say come backfire. Some people no come feel them too well. Now after about 3 days, now I can't say okay, more that come.
Yeah, I can't apologize.
Include the one here, no one I know best. I'm sorry on behalf of me and my unborn children, my unborn wife.
You say unborn wife. This guy now, you don't even know what to speak. Unborn wife. Nah, she about process. That's the apology is imimious. All right, so thank you very much. Okay, we'll enter the next full. Everybody 1 minute. Okay, but that one it don't cut. So Obi-Wan. All right,
Only this song we don't play. They face me now.
This why the face you. Now Chinese song go. Hello. Hello.
This one na TV language they speak here.
Is that what it?
You me na about behind baby so.
Na kala Mariam TV's man name is okay and
even that one. That's all provoke for you. Caught hogging one hand. Because
he say one take you know what? One take follow for me.
Maybe the best way they work for him with the direct they call.
Na boni mama.
Hey, yeah, get
the man
get it.
The man on face.
Oh, nonsense.
Disconnect them.
If you don't even damage that man's card. Hello.
Good evening.
Alaji.
Hey, this one go visit.
Alaji, can you speak Chinese so?
You just put mad for the mattress.
Today I get to pick and kind of go.
Alaji go fit. If you no fit, no worry.
I no come work.
What can win?
Oh God, I've killed it. Aboki, you killed it. Aboki.
Is that what can win?
One can win.
No be okoni.
That's why I decided to follow.
Oh God, Aboki don't give me the what can win. Welcome.
Yeah, I do everything.
We did fine, Alaji.
The thing where before I don't do them. I don't tell on somebody. Sorry. What can I do? That first time where I come, Trailer bring plenty llama for me. And my llama are they hungry well. I don't bring them down for trailer. My boys I carry them go. That is llama enter one woman farm. Chop am. Kai, wallahi. Say for farm. Woman come best. So, as the woman best, wallahi, pushing the cow out. All of them can go where I give up. Come back. Tell the madam, sorry. How much I go pay you? Make I pay. The madam say make I leave up. I go. As I don't tell her sorry. Problem. Now that's what.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Alaji Sule, don't talk your own. This Chinese party. You know you're the way they sound.
Now this song I just say down because I don't get chance.
Leave that in. Hello. No, this is not Chinese. What are you doing now? Speak Chinese.
Hey, calm down.
Jesus.
Oh, calm down. Oh my God, I'm on down, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll guess what I'm fucking with.
I'll die. Oh
it is
God.
well with you.
What kind of woman being is this?
It is ball with us.
Eh? About it?
I say you said it is well with me, but I say it is ball with us. It is ball with us.
Only talk to him.
You can't talk to it. I know what they talk. It's the same thing. No, you're correct.
Waiting they correct for waiting in tongue now.
Hey man, this way talk is correct. Continue.
Yeah. You know, and the stick, that's how we roll in the stick, man. I got to, man.
Yeah?
There, man, are you there?
I know, come walk a bit.
Baby, come on, give me my hug now. Why you didn't take this hug to 2 pounds now?
You never cry finish, Abby. No, cry finish.
Please give me Chinese hug, baby, Chinese hug. Not think I cry, but it's okay. We know your problem. Already you're like a Chinese girl, we know.
If I can't feel it,
Nigeria.
Oh God.
Pastor Kid Rock, what's up, guy?
Oh God. There's problem in this. There's problem in this.
I tell you, it is well.
Calm down.
Honorable.
Yeah, what?
Honorable, we now.
Now, honorable, this thing now.
Live resident.
Yeah. Oh my, you might G, Pastor Talking to come on 2 legs in the air, man.
Good story. How could they stand now?
2 legs in the air.
How could they stand?
Oh, that means you've not been to the abroad, man. You've not been to the abroad. How we rolling their
He has
boat?
been to the Nigeria.
I beg this man, leave me out.
Let me come to your level, Brian. Let me come to your level. For this Nigeria,
Yeah.
government wrong. Now the citizens apologize. The citizens wrong, and they go say apologize. Whether government wrong, government not wrong, now citizens they apologize.
Chai.
So this country, nobody apologize. For we, then they resign, they'll apologize. Don't worry now, before you go sit for that country where they talk now for Hong Kong. You go, yes, say, the people that way they want to that, they don't resign.
That's what they call for. Even after the woman apologized, they still tell her say she must resign.
They refresh and she bake.
What is where now? They are being sponsored by the opposition. The opposition are sponsored. They cannot support this government. Our government is resilient. We are very resilient to do what the people need. The people are behind us. They are behind you. And they protest, but they shout that they are behind us. Which of them they behind you? We don't know. I think they work fast.
Yeah.
The people will protest, but they say, we never agree. We never agree. Tomorrow, you go to the people, they say, we're there for the government side, and we support them. We agree. The best people.
Why they after like that?
I know it in the talk.
You just
the cross they change.
Yes.
But at the same crowd.
But you can't do husband to be
the same crowd will carry
for your mind in the talk.
Tomorrow, the leader will change. The same crowd will come.
So.
You know say? Only Nigeria. I go see. We are getting a carry. We are shit. We are broom day. We are blood.
Come market. The president will kill me.
Thank you.
He will kill me.
Thank you. Let's go to market. Let's go to market. Nonsense. No, if you call this radio station again, you see, your phone will last. Your phone is full.
The situation is critical. The issues are diverse.
You see, courtesan in quote is the surname of all other criminalities. But this year, courtesan has a new child known as banditry.
I'm sure you are aware that the 6th Division of Nigeria Army is court-martialing some of its officers for being involved in kidnapping.
There is a consciousness that is going on that if you're into this thing, you become a supreme being.
The whole criminality we are seeing, especially as they occur in River State, they revolve around culture.
So what if you are volunteering information to an accomplice?
In seeking a solution, the Today FM Anti-Cultism Summit comes up on the 6th of July, time 9 a.m. Keynote speakers are Amalpu Senibo Bobo Sophie Brown, Professor Chief Andrew Efemini, Retired Colonel Owunda, Professor Austin Sadu, and Ken Henshaw of We the People. Also on the table will be representatives of stakeholders and the various organs of influence that can help deal with the stemming tide of cultism. Keep the date, 6th of July 2019, 9 a.m. Let's fight cultism together.
Hi, Mommy.
Hello, my love. Missing me already?
Yes, Mommy. When are you coming?
Oh, next week, darling. And I'll be bringing delicious meals for you and all your friends.
Okay, Mommy. I can't wait to see you. Love you.
Love you too.
She says she's bringing food next week.
All of you, keep quiet. Oh yeah, fetch my water now. I can't be late for assembly.
Yes, SP.
Tunde, you're exempted.
Good taste creates great memories. Relive the memory of delicious meals cooked with Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes. Available in multiple variants. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes are available at your nearest market or superstore. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes, creating delightful memories.
Now you have flavor copy that thing.
Just now that flavor can keep. I think think they do
What
home
if
by
this man
himself now?
the one that
Can
this
he
man,
be somebody that be influential?
this man go from graves slap him.
No, that in that I could rap.
I said, I shall Oyori.
So he never put him out.
No,
Oyo.
Now there go.
Oyo. You don't rack him.
All right, so welcome back. Moko just enter inside full line before we go talk one or two. Hello, good evening. Inside this evening. Hello.
On the chop meat, say they talk.
Hello.
Ah, come on, get that there. This way speak now Chinese.
Hello.
This way speak now Chinese.
So now you don't mind speak.
This way you talk now.
Now you don't mind speak.
Chinese Igbo.
Chinese Igbo.
Welcome. Wait till you never where they call us from.
Davison.
Davison. Welcome. Long time. Hi, Destiny.
That thing when the job don't make network face.
Destiny. Okay.
Davidson.
Anyone. Destiny Davison. Okay. Good evening. Inside this evening. We just did like the Legiwa. We see they from Hong Kong, and we don't come back from Hong Kong, and we still they accept your greeting in the Chinese format. But
something must kill a man cannot do that.
You know, something must kill a man can. Now I know they show off. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Michimisun.
Huh? Michasun. Chahu. Achahua.
Atahulali and a very fool.
My brother, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. Every time I wake up on sleep, I greet us good morning.
You know they
but if you greet, answer yourself.
You know they call work now.
You know me?
Wait now.
If you greet, answer yourself.
About you?
You call.
Earlier in some. You hear in that women.
What you read? It's an dumb.
That you may call.
Now, Stephen, I'm going to call you.
Nah, Stephen. I don't tell you.
Where is Stone run away?
I don't tell you. Just see anybody who's stone like this. My brother.
You also run away.
So, he said he get country way better like this. Where they good like this?
Nah.
Nigeria. Oh. If you try this thing for Nigeria, go protest. And let's say tear gas don't finish.
For we?
If you try for Nigeria, tear gas, and let's say tear gas don't finish. If not, some people, they go put tear gas for their eye.
Che.
Not only tear gas, some people will be the head of that protest. They go there inside prison.
Oh, God.
I don't even know, say some country, they like, I wish that way Nigeria go be like this. The president talk. The people don't like him. Now, president, they beg.
They made a no face.
No president come back from Nigeria now. Who will tell you, say, my friend, don't you know that I'm the head of this state?
Che.
I'm the head of this Nigeria. Please, where is security apparatus? Get your apparatus, get those people tear gas, and get some of them, apprehend them.
Oh, God.
See English now.
My brother, make we pray for this Nigeria.
Okay, but go into your own. What you don't do when you apologize.
My brother, I break woman heart too.
I see this fine way he talks since he has to take his brother.
You're spoilish.
You say?
This fine way he talks since he has to don't take his brother.
Okay, might tell you how carry, might tell you.
Tell us how you take breaking heart.
I take the one.
Okay, so this one no good now.
No, talk about that one. How you take break the heart? You can bring the heart out of him. Then carry and break him.
The girl on my serious day, so I can't go this small outside the work. Who can't catch me?
Imagine yourself now.
I can't be beg him. I see the beg him now. That guy get to the apple.
Maybe she attend the grammar school.
The guy get to the beg him. I don't know whether you can help me beg him.
Me help you beg him.
When you toast him, ready.
Now me and you break the heart. I be the way you go enjoy.
You're a man of God. At least when you preach to her, she understand.
No, my preaching is not for heartbreakers.
I tell you now. We know they waste the word of God like that.
Don't tell me
that. Don't make me face now.
We don't hear you. Okay. All right, we're going to take this one before I tell you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, evening. Welcome.
I come from you.
What's your name?
My name is Ben Oseki.
Ben, greet us for Chinese.
Jace. So I'm amazed you make a bit of grip.
I think we can talk about our environment. That'll be the meaning.
We're going to talk about our environment. That'll be the meaning.
Our environment, people today use nylon as cellophane to the dirty. Now they do good work today. 0.5 today, 95.1, and they do good work. I beg when they talk about our environment.
Okay.
So that people where they do farming go feel joy. Everywhere you go, does be waste bin everywhere, dirty. I don't like them.
Okay.
Not good. God will bless the good work where Today FM they do.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we see him. I see person, you take her like that.
I tell you.
So everybody cannot, everybody
But
going on.
within this man talk, you understand them? Do you understand what this man talk?
Now me and Ande, they face the challenge. We are going to stand up. The man called talking challenge. You don't go. You say without understand. We don't want understand for a challenge. Hello?
It is well.
Hello?
Pastor.
What are you saying? Okay, welcome. Say na me.
You no get name. You don't have a name.
No.
I get him now.
You say you're not waiting.
I get him Chanchiki.
Chanchiki. But forget your name. Continue.
I'm better took my mouth for that matter.
Quick.
It's not for here. We die well. Nobody, even for us, where them born you. I'm trying to become my children. Take on a story. Talk of
True talk.
Talk of a whole president.
Very true.
My people. Take on a story.
But why it be like that? Say for Nigeria, the elder is always right.
I tell you now.
They don't want to make we learn within them. They don't want to make we learn bad things. They don't want to make we learn. They don't want to make we learn bad things. I make. They know the country. Sorry, but them. They know they within them do na bad thing. But them they catch them for tongue to come after and say my people on a story.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. You don't talk your own.
Thankful.
All right. Okay. Still 081 700000951 0810 951 Any text message did here?
Oh, jeez.
Text message on WhatsApp 07019339962. All right. I'm going to answer text message.
Okay, this one say could if in Chongqing T-drum for Nija E. Hey. The protest could double with those for and those against. At the end of the day, everything to scatter. Udodi, only understand what's in Togabi.
How I want to go.
We don't understand.
People where they listen, they understand.
Okay, now because me I don't understand what's in right, but I know say that thing. You get one who don't say person send for text message in WhatsApp here. But don't open and but it in crucial. Let me try and see. Okay, this one say Pastor Anureme ha onare we Ekiti day. Him no in don't call a villa Bugata still. Only which one be Bugata now? Village for Ekiti be that. I don't know that one now. You know that kind of village. You know where the location. Does you know where location?
When you know sometimes when I tell you that you should travel, you refuse to travel. You like staying in your periphery. You know, just you have to try and go. You know, Villa Bugata is it's one of the finest cities. You know, cities where we try to it's places we go to and you understand.
I don't understand. Make me understood.
No.
Let me understand.
It's Villa Bugatti. You understand? It's
okay. No Bugatti, no Bugatti now.
No. It's Bugatti is singular. Bugatti is plural. You understand?
Hey,
so Villa Bugatti, that means you go to one city.
Where is the location now?
You know?
Where is it the location?
It's a place. Let's take some calls. It's a place. Hello.
Ekiti don't lost without.
Hello, this is already called not the connect. Na Villa Bugata.
Villa Bugata.
All right, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Talking drum and Deme, good evening.
Yes, evening, madam. Let's hear your Chinese tone. Let's get you in Chinese.
I tell you.
We must get you in Chinese. Let's say you don't. Huh?
Eh?
But I didn't quiet for that.
I tell you.
Yeah, na quiet song.
How you doing?
We did fine, no.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, man.
For the matter we're there for ground. Waiting our people, the people where they on top, should do apologize. They no fit that kind of thing no fit happen for Nigeria, my brother and sister. It no fit happen. No say they can't tell us say the server where they take do election no day. You know, there's such thing nothing. Nobody go come say we they sorry for what we don't do. So nothing when those people where they there go do, we go pain us or where they, and they we too we know fit come out go protest. To say this thing where government do make us vex. And them too they know that if you this place now a place where they say you say the truth, then go send a hate speech. So think about it. So the thing no fit happen for here.
True.
For me too, what I don't do where I apply, I no go fit. Remember, if they countless, I no fit count them. If I offend somebody,
you apologize.
You know they take me anything to say.
Apologize.
You make heaven.
You
will make heaven.
You remember my own.
My dog.
What's in your name, Seth?
My name is Gracious.
Gracious.
Talking drum, one working there. God bless you now. They make me laugh every minute. Mona, they carry am on.
Thank you, man. Gracious.
Gracious.
In the name of church.
In
the name of church. Look at this woman at the end. Now your Chinese spirit come out. All right. Hello. Good evening.
I don't come back home.
You don't come back from where you come now?
From my own Chinese town, and I for you.
Davidson.
I try to go learn Chinese now, and I Chinese nice to this now.
Okay, you don't go learn Chinese.
Try, wait.
I'm going to hear you now.
You hear that one?
No.
Nobody talking to a live. I'm only going to the matter.
Okay. Better.
Hey,
why you're this in the court now? Which they worry you?
Where could they pack over and
come up from that place? Okay. 081700000951 or 0810-9510-951 for text message and WhatsApp. 070-1933-9962. For Hong Kong leader don't come outside, come apologize for the extradition of a bill where we say spark mass protests for inside Hong Kong, and acknowledge and say okay, they don't go do this bill again until the people they okay and satisfied. We can ask whether they fit apologize, give us for this Nigeria if we protest. First and foremost, we fit also come out come protest, and then now waiting yourself don't do what you regret, you can't apologize. Give the person when you realize say now you did wrong. I'm gonna pick one or two calls before we come off from inside studio. All right. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Yes. Hello. Good evening.
Good friend.
This
is how your voice.
Something was going on. What's happening now? What's happened?
I'm sorry. I lost my brother.
You lost your who?
Yeah,
immediate elder brother.
Yes.
Him be sick.
The general sickness. Now that one, what they call brief illness.
Sorry.
Back. Sorry.
It is well.
Even the village which they where somebody they call me, they push me on air. They laugh.
Yeah, sorry.
This morning I lost my brother on the night. So.
Sorry.
How about that? Yes, how about that now?
We did fine.
We're fine now.
Yes, my brother, this I not go see right now. If not, I for speak original China for now, but no joy. And the issue about Nigeria, Nigeria needs total overhauling. I beg. We can smell again now. No, I beg. I'm not gonna leave me small. I beg.
Okay.
Nigeria need total overhauling, please.
Overhauling.
So,
You leave from now. Continuation.
I say no joy. Leave me. I need to.
Okay,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wait.
Network
Overhauling
boy.
now. Overhauling now.
Network is now overhauling you.
Okay, let's take a little walk. Are you hearing me now?
Okay, take a little walk. Yes, yeah. The walk is walking.
Yeah. When we overhaul the system, then it will reach our family.
Okay.
You know, say some of these things is from the grassroots, will be the family.
Okay.
So if we try overhaul the government, nowhere we no sector way no go reach.
Which mechanic will do this overhauling?
Every sector.
When you use the say Jason, they correct now.
What's one person?
Make it no confess now. Say you know they give him yoy.
Okay, sorry.
You get yoy.
Continue.
My problem is that when I am offline, you put me through.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
Sorry.
Now, but let me please stop here. Let me take a bath, please. I'm not. Thank you very much.
I don't listen things I make. I cannot pretentious in terms of.
Something, this song is for you. Something of Kiliman. I give you this song. Especially, please. Try and find joy inside this song. It's okay. Let me take it back. Oh God. I'm going to take one or two calls before we leave the studio. Hello, good evening.
Pastor, good evening.
Evening, my love. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Pastor, please, what of engineer somebody like that?
Engineer Mazi, Engineer Ike God.
Yes.
Inde.
Yes. I better make him call you.
Okay. You enjoy him call?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your own name?
My name is
NK.
All this kind of name say.
Short. Anybody with the answer provision.
No, this people make the provision shop now.
NK provision.
NK Plaza.
Welcome.
You may just no shoot mouth. Because text message where they send you, no you read them now.
Are they read them now?
Oh yes.
Oh, read that.
You read meaning out of the text message. Yes.
Okay.
So, Pastor,
I speak Chinese first.
Oh, you speak Nang spoke. Let's hear you.
Speak your Chinese. Greet us for Chinese.
Yes, greet it.
This
one, Naikala. Leave him. Oh. Talk what you want to talk about.
Okay, I'm going to leave China spirit. Come. Hey, you try, my sister.
Naikala language.
Come home.
Pastor, you see, that kind of thing will happen for Hong Kong, Lie, no, it happen for here because they say they know they learn left hand for
old age, yeah.
Yes, sorry, no day for Nigeria dictionary. They know they return at all for anything where they do. If people try protest, you go see people who go come protest for the woman, for the president.
Person say, do okay, yeah.
Right. The other people go say they wrong. And because he's the president, the people who go support president go tear gas the ones where they say no good. So for here, you no go fit happen at all.
Okay. All right. Thank you very
well
much.
with you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You people are good. You people are wonderful.
Thankful.
Good job, eh?
God
Amen,
bless
ma.
you,
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
And first of all, happy Father's Day in Arias.
Hey, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Okay. We'll carry this one and this show today. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Pastor Talking Drum.
Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, this one, Silas.
Silas.
Yeah.
It's a vida song. Paula Silas, they pray. They sing. A Holy Ghost come down.
Yes, we don't say that one. We don't scatter every demonic house.